After betrayal, something changes inside of you. Moments that used to feel connecting now feel charged. Being vulnerable doesn't feel safe anymore. It feels risky. You may notice yourself scanning without meaning to. Am I being compared now? Is my body being judged? If I open up again, will this hurt? Do I need to be desirable to be safe? That constant internal monitoring isn't insecurity. It's your nervous system activating what I call air after a loss of safety. But it's important to note we are discussing perceived safety, not physical danger. If you are not physically safe, please ask for immediate support. It's imperative that you're physically safe before you can feel safe. So there is a specific nervous system state where openness, softness, and attraction live. When you feel safe, that system is online. When you feel evaluated, it goes offline. And arousal inhibition response, AIR, activates. After betrayal, your body associates closeness with risk. So when intimacy approaches, your system pulls back, not to punish him, but to prevent you from being hurt again. That shutdown has a name in neuroscience. It's called ventral vagal suppression. AIR, that arousal inhibition response, is how that suppression shows up in your real life. This is not about you being unforgiving. It's not about you being cold. It's not about you being stuck. It's not about you needing to try harder. What you're experiencing is a protective nervous system response. It's not a character flaw. Your body learned this through your brain to keep you safe. Okay, let's talk about what's happening in his brain. Here's the part most women are never told. After betrayal, his nervous system is also under threat, but in a different way. Where your fear centers on comparison, his fear centers on evaluation. His system may be asking, am I being watched right now? Am I failing again? Can I fix this by doing more? If I don't get this right, will I lose her? This fear often pushes men into performance mode, trying harder, saying the right things, even performatively, over explaining, or shutting down completely. But performance is still evaluation, and evaluation activates air in the brain and his nervous system too. So what you experience as emotional distance, or you might feel like it's mechanical intimacy or emotional flatness, perhaps you feel like you're being avoided. These things are not a lack of care for you. It's protection in his nervous system, just like in yours, but in a bit different way. This is the dynamic that keeps you stuck. This is where couples miss each other. You don't feel safe being seen. He doesn't feel safe being evaluated. You pull back to protect yourself. He tries harder or shuts down. Both nervous systems are in protection mode. Both have air online. That means that your arousal inhibition response and your ability to connect goes offline. Attraction cannot emerge from a place of protection. So healing after betrayal is not about being more desirable. I know most people try that at first. It's not about being more patient, but of course, that can help. Being more open, being more ready, making attraction come back. That's not a thing you can do. What you can do is allow attraction to come back. Your body doesn't respond to more effort. It responds to greater degrees of safety, and safety comes before closeness. Regulation in your brain and nervous system come before attraction. Air in the brain must stand down. So let me give you a brain hack strategy, or a sanity saver, as I like to call them. Here's where you can start. Today, have one interaction where there's zero agenda. There's no reassurance seeking, there's no proving, there's no outcome, just presence. Not to fix the relationship, not to restore desire, but to teach your nervous system how to feel safe again. You want to teach your brain, I can be here without being measured. That's how air begins to loosen its grip. People often wonder what regulation really feels like. When regulation begins, it doesn't feel dramatic. It feels steadier. Your body isn't bracing anymore. Your thoughts, they slow down. Your ability to be present returns. Closeness doesn't feel urgent, and it doesn't feel threatening either. You feel more room inside of yourself. You feel more like yourself. This is what safety really feels like. This is what it feels like when air is no longer in your brain. For many women, this practice begins the shift for them. But for others, the nervous system learned protection patterns that are deeply ingrained and they've been used for a very long time. But you may understand everything that we're talking about here, but understanding it doesn't mean you can shut air off. So even though you're doing the work and you're still showing up all the time, something doesn't fully come back online. I want you to know that's not failure. That's information that you're receiving, that air is stuck on. After betrayal, I want you to know this. Both nervous systems are dysregulated, just differently. Without seeing what's actually happening in each of your brains, you're left guessing. You will internalize the disconnect, which can make the disconnect grow even larger. And then, of course, you wonder what's wrong with you. That doesn't come with judgment, that comes with understanding. What I know from mapping thousands of brains is that brain mapping removes the guesswork. It shows you where your safety is being suppressed. It can show you where his system is stuck in air, explaining much of the behaviors. It can tell you, show you with your own eyes, why attraction hasn't returned yet. Most importantly, it shows what each nervous system needs to regulate, and it's imperative to regulate first. We don't use opinions, we don't use blame, we go for clarity. And clarity, my friend, is what gives you your sanity back. Healing after betrayal isn't about becoming someone new. It's about letting your nervous system feel safe enough to be fully you again. You don't need to perform healing. You don't need to force attraction. What you need, my friend, is safety. And safety can be rebuilt when you understand what your body has been doing for a very long time. So stay sane, and I'll see you next time.